Well, hello, welcome or welcome back to my kitchen, whichever it is. I'm happy you're here. We're doing a series on how much do I have for dinner. I'm on a fixed income, so I never know if something pops up, if my budget is going to change. It remains the same month after month. So what I did was in this bowl, I put numbers from 3 to 20, and the kids have been picking random numbers out, and that's what we're basing our dinner on. I will say that first I shop my pantry. Whatever amount it is currently on that day is the number I'm going to use. Mostly with the meat, I use what's on the package unless I got it at some ridiculous number. Then I'm going to look at what's on the internet and see how much I can get it for in my area locally. All right, so Yaya's going to pick out this number, what we have for dinner. Okay, you can look a little bit. Just don't look at the bowl. Alrighty. What do we have?
$5.
Woo! Five. Am I covering it? Sorry. $5. All right, yeah. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go shop those pantries. We got a lot of work to do. Hit the bricks. Let's go. Well, hello, I am back, and this is what we got to feed all 7 of us this yummy, yummy dinner. So let's just get right to it. Let's heat up those pots. Let's go. Okay, this is everything. I'm going to start from my right to the left. The things that I charge myself for is the smoked sausage. I have it turned around because what I budgeted for, nobody had, which is the John Morell sausage. So I'm going to use what I have on hand, but had I been able to buy it today, I would have bought 2 of them. That's why I have 2 here at $1.25 a piece. I bought a family size box of rice. Target had RICE-A-RONI on sale or clearance for $1.79. Originally, I was going to use that price, but decided against it since everybody may not be able to get it for that price. And some carrots. That's everything. I think it takes me over budget like 20 to 22 cents over, but I'm okay with that, feeding 7 people and coming that close. My freebies are going to be the pancake syrup, the olive oil, the brown sugar, maybe the cinnamon, and probably about a tablespoon of butter. That's always been my freebie, a fat source of some kind in all of the videos. So let me show you what I'm going to do to stretch this to feed all 7 of us. All right, first things first, we got to get the prep work out of the way. What I do with the sausage is I cut them really thin, and I cut them not like coins, I cut them on the diagonal because it makes it look like more, and when you cut it thin, you get a bite in every single one. So I cut them diagonally. As I go through, you'll see these get longer, and it really is, depending on what kind of an angle I have it at, but it really does make it feel like there's more than there is. And then I'm going to show you, see how big that is? It's almost, you know, it's bigger than my thumb, almost. My thumb's just about that size, so that's about how long it is. So I'm going to chop them thin, and when I say thin, I mean thin. Thin, thin, thin. Because you'll get a bite of this in every bite rather than a bite here and there. So I'll slice that up, these 2 sausages, and I'll show you how much it looks like. That's the first one down. Now I'm doing the second one. Yikes, that was loud. Okay, I'm done chopping up, but do you see how much it made? And you end up getting some really, really long pieces. When they get real long like that, I just cut them in half. So it's even more sausage. So Let me move on to the stove and I'll show you what I'm going to do with all of this stuff for the carrots and everything. And let's just get right to it. So I got a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Just moving it around a little bit. Then I got the, okay. I want to get, you don't have to do this step, but I like this step. I like a little char on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brown these up until they get a little bit of a crispy edge on them. It's going to take a minute because there's a lot in the pan, but it's worth the wait. Because when you don't have much money, you want to have much flavor. I mean, if it was real, if all I had was $5 today, well, $5 and I think 22 cents, this is what I would be doing. I'm doing this and I'd have more than $5 to spend. So let me brown this up, and as soon as it's browned up, I'll come back. Can you see this? That's how I like mine to look. So that's what I'm going for on all of them, or the majority of them. All right, so that's good. It's not exactly where I want it, but it's pretty good. It's a lot of it in here. For me to get them all charred, I'd have to pull a few out, but I think that looks great. They got a little bit of crispiness around the edges, and that's really what I'm going for. Let me get these out of the pan, set them to the side. I'm still going to use this pan. Tell me that isn't looking yummy. Already looking good. All right, so I'm going to cover this up and set it to the side. Just going to cover it up with another plate. To this pan, I want to start the rice. I wish I had a pan that can go in the oven. I could do it all in one pan, but I don't. So in here, I'm going to add the rice. Now I got chicken flavored. I wanted the Spanish rice, but they didn't have it. They only had this one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to brown up the rice in here. It's already soaking up that oil. All that flavor from the kielbasa, smoked sausage, whatever you call it. So I'm going to move that around the pan until it gets brown, and then I'll show you what that looks like. I don't know if you could see in here, but they're getting all like browned up, and that's what I'm trying to do to the rest of them. Not quite as brown as that, but I'm just trying to brown them up just a little bit. And we're very, very close to being done. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do with those carrots. All right, coming down the home stretch for this to go in the oven. The oven's been preheated. I have it at 350 or something like that. Okay, so that's nice and toasty. You always want to toast it first. Okay, turn that off and let me reconfigure. Okay, so we're going to take the rice and we're going to put it into this pan. Whew. Almost got myself with the hot pot. All right, so I got all of that out of the pan. This is a really big pan. My other one has the dump cake. I made it in it still. So, okay, you got to add 5 cups of rice. That's one. I got a bowl full because my big old measuring cup broke. And then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of butter. It's not gonna matter where the butter is, but I kind of try to start off like that because I'm gonna whisk it around in a second anyway. But this is warm water that I put in here. I didn't heat it or anything, I just took it out of the tap. Okay. Got to give that a little bit of a mix. So I said it's really not going to matter before I brace it up. And then we're going to add the sausage right on top of this. Our charred sausage. So I think it'll be like rubbery if you just stuck it in here. And didn't brown it or anything like that. I don't know. Oh, you know what I forgot? I'm wondering why it's not looking like anything. Leave it to me. Tina the Forget-A-Step. Should be hanging with Forgetful Tina instead of Frugal Tina. There we go. Now it's starting to look like something. I was like, this looks weird. Why? Because you didn't put the seasoning in there. All right. Me stirring this is not going to make a bit of difference once it gets in the oven. So I'm taking all of our yummy, yummy, yummy sausage. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to eat one. Let's see. Oh. Delish.
You know, I gotta try one, Grandma.
Oh, here comes Eric. Try that little one. It's gonna be even better once the rice cooks.
Mm.
Mm? Mm. Like that, huh? All right. Get your snagging little fingers out of there. I'm kidding. He just grabbed another piece. I don't know if you could see it or not, but he came in with his little fingers.
It's good.
Okay. So I tried to move it around a little bit. So we're going to cover this and we're going to put it in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. During that time, I'll be working on the carrots and, well, I'll work on the carrots when it's closer to done. But, yep, I'm going to cover that up, stick her in the old oven. Okay. So, I drain the carrots. That's a weird, oh, it's the top of the carrot. I drain the carrots. To the carrots, you know how you make baked beans? That's kind of how I do my carrots a little bit. Wow, is that a fat carrot? Holy moly. That's how I do it. So I make mine with a little bit of pancake syrup. Now this is I got carrots all under my nails now. A pancake syrup box from something else that a bottle that I added pancake syrup to once it was empty because I buy a giant one. So what I do is I add a little syrup to it. Now this is all going to be to taste, how much you like. That, I add some brown sugar. My kids call this sweet carrots. Here's a third cup. I don't even think it's a third cup, but... Oh. Time to check on dinner. So I add, that's a third cup. I don't even think I want that much. Well, might as well. A little splash of cinnamon to taste. Ground cinnamon. I don't like a lot. I really did. That was like maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then a little patty of butter. And I'm just gonna let that warm on the back stove for a little bit. Let me move this back, put a lid on it, and check on the sausage and rice. And I move it to the back burner over here. Okay, so we're at the 30-minute mark. That's what it's looking like. I'm going to keep the foil off now for the remaining time so that the water can evaporate. Okay, so what I do is when I get down a little bit towards the end is I take maybe a teaspoon of some cornstarch. Maybe a teaspoon because there's only a teeny tiny bit in this one. Hold on, let me set it down for a second. Okay, so a teeny tiny bit. It was half of this plastic spoon. I know, it's plastic. Add a little bit to that. Give it a good shake, and that'll thicken up the juice that's in there. See how I made just like milky like that? And I'm just gonna add it to it in the back. It's just gonna simmer a little bit back there. This is very, very sweet, like baked beans. So I'm gonna put that on the back burner. It's still on. I'm just gonna let it bubble a little bit. And then I'll be back to show you. This one is super big. I don't know why that's so big. It just sticks out of the crowd because it's not like the others. Which one is not like the other? Oh boy. My mommy's coming out. Remember that, Jessie?
Yeah.
I don't remember what show that was from. Probably Sesame Street or something.
Yeah.
She's laughing at me. All right, so I'm going to put the lid on it and put it on the back burner. But I'm going to keep an eye on it because there's not much in there and there's sugar in it. So we don't want it to scorch or burn or whatever the word is. And there she is, all done. So let's get to plating her up and eating it. Because she is yummy.
Yummy. Yummy.
Yummy! Yeah, everybody's hollering it now. If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And there's my plate. She's looking yummy, yummy,
Yummy.
yummy. What's that? Yummy. Well, I'll meet you at the table. Well, hello. We're at the table.
Ooh, this looks good. Sweet corn is my favorite.
Sweet corn. That's what I was saying the whole time. I meant sweet carrots. I don't know why I was saying sweet corn. I got you saying it now. Yep. We've had these carrots many, many times.
But this we have not. Gotta get some of the
Get some of the rice.
with the sausage.
Said at the same time. Ready? Bon appetit.
It's good.
I'll say this. Don't taste like no struggle meal to me.
It does not.
No, sir. All right. Eric's little sample plate is about gone already. So let me get the others fed and I'll meet you at the wrap-up.
I was about to say
Go ahead, you can say it.
at the wrap up.
At the wrap-up. So dinner's over. How did we do on that struggle meal? Well, I'll tell you what, that was no struggle meal. Look how much we have left. That much left after all of us ate. I measured this pan. That family size box, this is a 10 by 15 pan. We still have more than quarter of it left. Here is about the halfway mark. So we tried to put a whooping on it, but there you have it. So that's lunch tomorrow. So $5 went really, really, really far. So if you only have $5 to feed your family, there you go. So I hope you try it. I hope you like it. And don't forget to click on my face below so you can become a subscriber, and I will continue to make more videos.